Sirach chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Kohaloim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Achanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. This article is in Money Wise, and the title on it is U.S. corporate bankruptcy soar past 2020 pandemic levels. Is it time to sell stocks before things get ugly? And things are about to get ugly, and it's nothing that, these Babylonians can do about it, because the Lord is setting everything up, man. It's pretty much they're about to crash this place, and everything is about to go into a digital setting. So lucky for the background noise, and Jake, man. And they had a statue up of Trump too. I think it was just for a moment, a gold statue of Trump holding Bitcoin. And, everything is pretty much overall going digital. It's about to come down to that Revelation 13, 16, and 17, where, no man is going to be able to buy or sell, because they're phasing out that money. That money has to go anyway, because it's trash, man. Trump out here lying about, the tariffs is bringing in trillions of dollars for Americans. And people are out here struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? So if he's saving all this money, from the Doge hookup, when Elon Musk and his crew was there, and they supposedly had found all this money that was being wasteful. But the American people are not seeing anything from none of that. This man has been cutting all the programs that Americans really need. He's really, overall, he's that cruel Lord, man, that's being spoken of in Isaiah 19. He's trying to get rid of the media. He's shitting on that Constitution. Your freedom of speech, that shit is out of here. You can see how they're attacking these news networks. I think he had a 15 billion? I think it was $15 billion lawsuit against the New York Times, which I think a federal judge that struck down today. So really, and he's been suing these news networks and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Because really they just want to, it's going to come to Amos 8 and 11, that famine of the word. Because really who they want to shut up is the men of the Lord, man. And now they're talking all this hate speech stuff. We're not going to stand for hate speech. And this doctrine, of Great Millstone, from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is pretty much a treasonous doctrine when it comes to America, man, because we're chanting down this kingdom. And we're telling these people, to their face, on a day-to-day basis, that they're going directly into captivity, man. So this place is falling, man. And all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for that, man. That's why we always say, pray, pray, pray. Scripture says to pray without ceasing. You should be throwing up prayers daily that this place fall, because this is not our rest. You should be praying. You should be applauding this type of stuff right here. So let's get a little bit of the article. It says, according to the latest S&P 500 global numbers, July accounted 71 U.S. bankruptcies among large public and private companies, up from 63 the month prior, with the report citing elevated interest rates and uncertainty from U.S. tariff policies among the main culprits, right? Elevated interest rates. Them tariffs, man. The food, the rent, insurance, every fucking thing is expensive in this place now, man. And with these tariffs, a lot of your food products have gone up, and people haven't really seen the real, the real effects of this shit. It's gonna be a little bit of sec before the full effects kick in, but it's gonna kick in, and it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. Now, mind you, I think September 1st. You know what I'm saying? Trump, he clipped, or he came up with, the new standards for keeping your SNAP benefits and food stamps and whatever else. You people gonna have to get out here and work, volunteer, or whatever it is, 80 hours a month, basically 20 hours a week. And everybody, it's people out here, man. Some of these people, they gonna fucking lose their goddamn minds if they have to go to a job, man. They gonna lose it. They not there already. You know what I'm saying? Their mindset is people don't have no patience no more. People, some of these people just need to just really, they're on too many antidepressants and things of that nature, man. These people can't go out here and volunteer and get to working in a setting that they've never been in. They're going to be stressed. You're going to see a lot of crimes go up. It's going to be a lot more domestic violence or violence at jobs, all these different places. People are already losing their damn minds, man. Anyway, though, but this stuff is being orchestrated and created, man. And it's all about the spirit and power of Yahweh H.I.M. This is by design, man, that they're doing all this stuff. Because again, Trump, he's talking about all this money they saving. These terrorists bringing in trillions of dollars when in reality, the taxpayer, you American people, y'all the ones paying that shit. Y'all paying the taxes on this expensive ass shit. Inflation hasn't gone down, And people are just, they done lost hope, man. The unemployment rate is up. People done pretty much ran through their unemployment, you know what I'm saying? Because they only give you a certain amount of time to be on that shit. And the crime rate is just about to go through the roof, man. So, be circumspect. Watch yourself while you out and about. Because, hey, these people, they were already criminals. The criminality lifestyle in this place is already through the damn roof. So just imagine when, people really don't have it. People losing it, man. It says the pace of bankruptcies is set to surpass totals from the height of the pandemic in 2020, when 639 companies declared bankruptcy. Just 7 months into 2025, Salakia, 446 had already declared bankruptcy, according to the S&P. So they didn't, man, these people, this shit is about to get nuts, bro. Could these mounting bankruptcies portend an economic collapse on the horizon? Oh, no, that's coming. They're going to do that because that Revelation 13:16 got to come into play, man. They have to present that microchip. It says, and if so, should investors sell their stocks and cash out before the crash? And this is what it's all boiling down to right here, man. Let me just go to Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And I was just watching the beloved Apostle Tahar video. He was going off into that MOTB, man, today. Nice video too, you know what I'm saying? Definitely check that out. I'm gonna have to go back and get into it. I kind of caught it in the middle, but yeah, man, this is what they're putting together. They're putting together the bullshit. Pretty much overall, they're causing the problem so they can come through with the solution, and that solution overall is going to be this MOTB, straight up. Because they talking about with that damn debt. I don't know what Trump talking about with these supposedly tariffs, trillions of dollars supposed to be coming in. Okay, well, why aren't we seeing the national debt clock go down? Why aren't we seeing the people being issued at least a portion of this money that you're so-called saving? Here you go. The people are going to the supermarkets and everywhere else, spending more money. None of this shit is going down like how he promised when he first got there, right? But it says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to move about in society. You can barely move about in society right now without a cell phone. You have to have a damn cell phone with at least an email to just do regular simple shit that you used to be able to do without it. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You have to literally be logged in digitally to deal with the Secretary of State. If you have to get licenses or tabs, plates, things of that nature, you have to have it for pretty much, overall everything. It's nothing you can really do without having a digital home, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a cell phone. You have to have email address. You have to have, you know what I'm saying? And then, they taking it all the way through, man, with this, Apple Pay, all these checkout counters and shit where you go, everything is digital. They've been phasing out that money for quite some time, especially since with the pandemic. When the pandemic went down, a lot of people, a lot of these companies, they weren't even accepting cash. Because I know, like here in Michigan, they tried to continue doing it, but once the pandemic was over, the state of Michigan, I guess the attorney general of this particular state, whoever it was, somebody, they was like, nah, that shit is illegal. You have to accept that cash again. You have to, but they didn't want to. They was trying to stay away from coins, cash, and pretty much it's been a gradualism of them working the people into only using their debit cards, tap and pay, their Apple Pay. You know what I'm saying? Never, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting no card information into no fucking phone. You're not getting no thumb or no retina, no biometric, nothing from me when it comes to shit like that. I'm going to use a regular old punch-in password, and I'll just continue on tapping my card if I need to and paying in cash until, everything goes, whatever way that it's going to go. Because eventually it's going to come to a point where we just going to be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they pretty much, they're creating this storm, man. Okay, but it says, while that seems like a logical thing to do, as far as taking out, should investors sell their stocks and cash out before the crash? So basically, the experts agree that weathering the stock market storm is often the best way forward. History shows the storm will pass. Historically, data indicates that the biggest stock market gains can come during the worst economic downturns. Okay, but hey, people not trusting none of this stuff no more. And it's 4:14. Call Loyim La Yahweh Bashemel Shai Bashem Kakadash. Yeah, see, they looking to the they looking to the past of what usually will happen as far as a stock market. Just wait it out, toughen it out. You know what I'm saying? You'll come up on the upside on the back end type of deal. But that's not the case. That shit is done deal, man. It's not moving like that no more. So they're going off into when to dump that losing stock. There's a lot going on, man. But overall, the focus that I wanted to get on is these companies that's going bankrupt, man. Because they was like, unfortunately, as of this year, those, let me see, ubiquitous American brands, Party City, Rite Aid, Del Monte, joined the list of hundreds of other U.S. companies that declared bankruptcy. And Trump's supposed to be making America great again. These companies shouldn't even be, damn well shit is fucked up when you can't, when Party City is down. Because people, throw all kinds of parties, Right now, people, they're going to be getting set for their Halloween party. People have birthday parties. People have, a damn going away party. It's a damn party for it's a party for everything in this place. But that lets you know that mirth is gone, man. The Lord has snatched that joy out of this place, man. Because people are not happy. The average American that you run across these days, man, they're stressed out. Just going back and forth to work. It's another week done passed. Like, and these days been blowing by. Hell, this is almost October already. Seemed like it was just January and Trump was just coming in. This year done blew by. It's only like 2 months left in this year in reality. Let me see, what is it? Almost 2 months left in this year, man. You got no October, November, December. So no, 3 months left basically. Slovakia. And this shit just blowing by, man. So we'll see how it rolls, man. I don't want to keep this long. I'm just looking like, and then once you go off into all these hookups, there's so much going on, man. You can barely even keep up with this stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, a lot going on, man, in the world right now. And it's only, you got the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, and that middle class is through. Ain't no middle class no more, man. That middle class is out of here. And the shit Trump doing, it's amazing, man, that these people, and they threw that Charlie Kirk at these clowns. So now they got another distraction to hold them off just a little bit longer before they civil war it out in this bit. Well, that's going to, pretty much a cause of what that civil war more than likely gonna, be. Me speaking as a man, with this Charlie Kirk guy, Captain Kirk, we calling him. But it's lucky for that background noise. This guy over here with this loud ass lawnmower. Sound like that boy about to blow. But anyway, yeah, man. Hey, just keep your head on a swivel. Be circumspect out here, because we're living in the last of these days, man. And the Lord is turning things up. You got a lot of the rumors of wars are really popping. There was another earthquake today in Russia. I think another damn near 8.0 with a tsunami warning. And these are all the things that Yahushua spoke of. You know what I'm saying? The wars, rumors of wars. And the grinder shall cease. You know what I'm saying? This work. They talking about people, the unemployed. After being unemployed for like 6 months straight, they talking about people not even looking for work no more. They just like, fuck it. We might as well just give in. But again, they're creating this chaos. So they're going to come with that solution. And that ultimate solution is going to be that microchip, man. So, hey, you never know, man. This thing could pop off, before the end of the year. Or beginning of 2026. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But it's definitely on the move. Shit is moving real fast right now. These prophecies are coming to pass really, really quick. So again, be circumspect, and continue to pray for this for the downfall of this place, man. That should be daily. You should be doing that a couple of times a day. Shit. Anyway, with that, pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yasha Allah, and a bubble ball.